Hello, hello. Welcome to our channel's weekly news update for the week of April 13th through April 19th. And just like I'm starting to do now, this is also doubling up as the new weekly Ko-fi news update, talking about the benefits of the Ko-fi and being the trailer for it. So if you're watching this on Ko-fi, I think it was considering support. And if you're watching this on YouTube, head down to the description down below in order to join the Ko-fi and support me. This week we're going to be talk about the videos that are going up this week, and then we're going to lead that into talking a little bit about the Ko-fi, how some of the polls on the Discord are going, the benefits of the Ko-fi, etc, etc. Quick thank you to our existing supporters. Thank you to Cattlecorn, Saddlebag, Books and Smiles, and Barbara at the base tier, with an additional thank you to Destratos at the 1.5 tier, and a double thank you to our double supporter, Atomic Squid. Thank you, thank you. If I sound a little nasally, it's because I'm on some antibiotics and they make my nose all mucusy. Here's this week's schedule. We got a whole lot, as you can see. We've got, as the Ko-fi supporter picked series, Hitman Assassination going up every day of the week with a double feature happening on Saturday. And then also we have Fallout New Vegas going up every single day of the week, Death Stranding every day of the week, and then for bonus videos, on Monday we have Ina Dream Barbecue, something that somebody pointed out to me came out, and I was very excited for it, and man, I'm just gonna say this, it hurts me so bad learning that it was just the first chapter demo and that it's not the full game, and I just cannot wait for the full game to come out. But we're gonna be doing that for a couple of weeks, because if I knew it was just the one chapter demo, I would have just made it one really long video. Did not realize that. So it's just uploading it the way I recorded it. Yeah, God, again, sorry if I'm a little funny sounding. I think I have a cold or something on top of the antibiotics. On Tuesday, we have some more Minecraft Bedrock Edition, which was going to keep on going up for a little while. I am very sorry to say, is going to end. A big part of why I started playing Minecraft Bedrock with my friends was because, or the reason I started playing it was because I was playing it with my friends on a group server. And something has gone wrong, and more than half the people now can't access the server. And so they've all kind of begun to dissolve away, and I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm done on this empty server too then. If I'm gonna play Minecraft again, I'm gonna play Java Edition, because I just enjoy Java Edition more than Bedrock anyway. So this will keep going for a few weeks, but like many of my Minecraft series, it seems it was doomed from the start. On Wednesday, we have more Ground with Doodlesar. On Thursday, we have more Borderlands with Doodlesar. On Friday, we have another one of our Tears of the Kingdom 2 series. As a reminder, this is the Friday slot cycles out every 3 weeks, so it's this right now. And then next week, it's going to be... Hang on. Next week, it is the Zelda 1 Expanded project. And then the week after that, it's Shadow Space, then more Tears of the Kingdom 2. This is our our thought experiment idea where I'm designing a hypothetical sequel to Tears of the Kingdom. And on Saturday, we have our Hero Infinite Saturday morning cartoon style superhero tabletop campaign going up. Whew, we got a lot of content. Now I'm going to go into the specifics of what all of these episodes are. So this will go a little bit longer, and then we'll slide into talking about the Discord votes and the Ko-fi. So, on Sunday, April 13th, we have the hour and 18 minute long... Oh yeah, by the way, video length intended to be between 20 to 30 minutes. If I don't say the length of the video, assume it's in that range. If it's longer than that or shorter than that, I'll mention it here. So yeah, on April 13th, we have the 1 hour, 18 minute episode 23 of Hitman. World of Assassination, Mystery Solved, where I double back into the mission we were just doing in order to, do it a little bit more properly. After that, we have episode 177 of Fallout New Vegas with us deep in the Old World Blues DLC. We go to Signal Hills in a 31-minute video. We then have episode 259 of Death Stranding on the Run. Moving on to April 14th, Monday. We have the 56-minute episode 24 of Death Stranding, Apex Predator, which, oh my god, Apex Predator is such a good mission. After that, we have episode 178 of Fallout New Vegas, X-22, where we explore the X-22 facility in an extra long 37-minute video. And then we have a 1-hour-long episode of Death Stranding, episode 264, Forgetful Sally. And we cap off that day with the 48-minute first episode of Ina Dream Barbecue. That's a whole day of extra-long videos. Yeah, I've been really pumping out the content lately. I hope you'll appreciate it. Moving on to April 15th. Excuse me, again, a little bit of a cold. Tuesday, April 15th. We have the 1 hour 16, episode 25 of Hitman World of Assassination, End of an Era, another banger mission. We then have episode 179 of Fallout New Vegas, still doing Old World Blues. We have X-17, where we explore the X-17 facility. And then we have the 1 hour and 20-minute episode 261 of Death Stranding, Inventory Management. And then we have the 32-minute episode 7 of Minecraft Bedrock Edition, Full Gate, where we make a full gate. Moving on to Wednesday, April 16th, we have the 2 hour and 42-minute episode 26 of Hitman World of Assassination, The Farewell. Very good mission, even if I botch it. We then have episode 180 of Fallout New Vegas, Let That Sink In. And then we have episode 262 of Death Stranding, 5-Star Biologist. And we cap off that day with episode 20 of Grounded with Doodlezar, Reading Recipes, clocking in at 35 minutes. And god, Grounded is so good. So good. As of the time I'm recording this, I just streamed more of it with Doodlezar a few days ago, and it's just such a fun game. Moving on to Thursday, April 17th. We have episode 27 of Hitman World of Assassination, Untouchable, clocking in at 1 hour and 13 minutes. Excuse me. Which is us finally finishing the narrative of Hitman World of Assassination's main game mode. Of course, that's nowhere near the end of the series, because we still got the many DLC narratives that it has. It's such a dense game. And as a quick update on how this is going to go, I'm going to keep playing and play through all of the DLC campaigns of Hitman. And then I think I'm going to make it a weekly reoccurring series where once a week I do a video of me doing, you know, the various timed events and other fun little challenge mode things. But after that episode on that day, we have episode 181 of Fallout New Vegas, West Tunnel, where we explore the West Tunnel of Big MT. And then we have episode 263 of Death Stranding, Infuriated, where I get very pissed off. And we cap off that day with episode 29 of Borderlands with Doodlezar, Plight of the Middleman, where we finish the mission, Plight of the Middleman. Moving into April 18th, Friday, we have the 1 hour and 54-minute episode 28 of Hitman World of Assassination, Greed, where we begin the 7 Deadly Sins DLC, where we play through what was going on in our character's mind during the in-between of the final 2 missions of the game. That's as far as I'm going to say without spoiling things, but it is very good. It's a good DLC that I think, like, inserts well into the narrative, if you want to think of it, and it creates a fun challenge mode. Greed is not by any means a good introduction to this DLC. In fact, I'd say Greed is the worst of the 7 Deadly Sins, and it's just gonna get better from here. After that, we have the 34-minute episode 182 of Fallout New Vegas, Little Yank Z, where we explore the Little Yank Z internment camp. And then we have episode 246 of Death Stranding, My Kingdom for a Package, where we are desperately hunting for packages for the people we actually give a fuck about. And then we have another episode of the Tears of the Kingdom 100 Years Later project. I have not actually edited that video yet, I'm realizing, so I don't know which number in the series it is. But this is, of course, our ongoing effort to create a hypothetical sequel to Tears of the Kingdom that maybe one day I'll turn into a tabletop campaign with friends. This episode, excuse me. Again, my nose is all stuffy from antibiotics. This episode clocks in at an hour long and has us, I believe, poking our noses underground finally. If I'm remembering what we did in this one correctly. I have not titled it yet because I just realized I had forgotten to edit it, so I'll have to edit it before this goes up. Or before it goes up, at least. Give it a title and thumbnail. Sorry, I'm trying not to be so sniffly, it's just... dying. And then we cap off the week with Saturday the 19th. First off with the 1 hour long episode 29 of Hitman World of Assassination, Pride. And the Pride missions are very, very fun. Way better than Greed. After that, we have the 47-minute episode 183 of Fallout New Vegas, Legend, where we become a legend of the wasteland by slaying a legend. After that, we have episode 265 of Death Stranding, trying to get things done. It's in the name, what we do. And then after that, we have issue 8 of Hero Infinite, the 2 hour long Starling. Now, this episode is a good one for those of you who haven't been watching because it doesn't require you to have seen any of the other episodes. You can hop into this episode completely blind without having seen any of the prior episodes of Hero Infinite, because it is the introduction of another new hero to the setting. Starling, played by my wonderful friend Books and Smiles, who streams every now and again. And it's very fun. I had a lot of fun with this one. I feel like it has really good pacing compared to some of my other Hero Infinite sessions. I'm very proud of it. And speaking of being proud, after that we have one more video to cap off the week. Episode 30 of Hitman World of Assassination, the 16-minute long Swallowing My Pride. It's a shorter video going right alongside the extra long one, where it's the other half of the Pride DLC, because this was a DLC that could be played in 2 different ways, and I chose to play it in both ways. Whew. That's a lot we have gone through there. But now, with that out of the way, let's talk about... Hang on. Hang on. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, shoot, hang on. Oh, no. There we go, quality. I'm good at YouTubering. I'm really good at YouTubering. Let's talk about the Discord vote. For those of you who aren't familiar, we have a vote on the Discord to help determine what game I will be playing after Death Stranding. And currently in the lead, with 10 votes, which is one more than it was last week, Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding 2 has been proving very popular in the polls. You know, a lot of people want me to play it. And if I beat Death Stranding 1 before 2 comes out, my plan is to instead start playing the second place runner-up for a little while. Then when Death Stranding 2 comes out, assuming it's still in the lead, I will begin sort of double featuring the 2 games, playing both at the same time, back and forth with each other. But in second place at 8 votes, just 2 behind the first place title, is Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Now remember, if you want me to play this more than Death Stranding 2, and you want me to play just this, go vote for it. Join the Discord down below. Everybody's allowed to vote. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And it's just 2 away. It's very easy for you to change these votes. Despite me having a lot of people who follow me and join the Discord, very few of you were taking the votes. And that's part of why I'm trying to do this, talk about this here now, is because I want to encourage all of you to vote more. Yeah, for those who haven't seen, We've done a full playthrough of the first game a couple of years ago, so we go check that out, and then maybe vote for this. And just doubling back real quick, we're still playing through Death Stranding 1, of course. And this is the vote to determine what I play after I beat Death Stranding 1. But moving on from that, in 7th place, in 3rd place, with just 7 votes, 1 place behind Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, meaning you could very easily, again, sway these votes. We actually have a tie between Super Hot and Halo 3 ODST. And now I'm going to say right now, if these remain tied by the time I get around to them on the poll, I'm going to favor Halo. Simple as that. It's the more depth-filled game, the more interesting game. Super Hot is great, but I played Super Hot. I haven't played a Halo 3 ODST, and I want to continue my playthrough of the Halo franchise. Now, excuse me. In 4th place, with 6 votes, is all of these games. We got a lot of games tying, and they're just 1 vote behind all of them. So again, if you really want me to play one of these things, go vote for it in the Discord. Go to the Discord, go to my vote, or choose to follow me, because the Discord is shared between me and my other content creating friends, and you can filter by who you want updates from. Go to my votes channel, hit Control F, and search the name of the game you want me to play, and then you can find that and vote for it. So we got Alien Isolation, Halo 1 Cursed mod, South Park: The Stick of Truth, Titanfall 2, Halo 2 Uncut mod, Just Cause, The Witcher, V Rising, Oxenfree, The Lion's Song, Dying Light, Amnesia: The Dark Descent, Watch Dogs, and V Rising. And I'm just gonna say right now, hypothetically, if all of these are somehow still tied after we've played Death Stranding 2, Paper Mario Super Hot, and Halo ODST, I'm probably gonna give preference toward Watch Dogs, because I really like that series, but my mind on that could change later, because I like a lot of these, and a lot of these are things I want to play. But, and then, next, though, in 5th place, I'm going that far, with 5 votes each, we have all of these games. So all of these have 5 votes, again, and then that puts them just 1 behind the things in 4th, and just 5 behind the thing in 1st. It's very easy for you to sway these votes if you go partake. And keep in mind, there's still dozens of votes with 4, 3, 2, 1, you know, like there's loads of other things that you can vote for. But so we have here Iron Harvest, Minecraft, Metro Last Light, Celeste, Metal Gear Solid, and if I play that, I will also play the classic Metal Gear games, because I found out they were released on Steam, so I'll play those as lead up. Stalker, Old World Blues, The Hearts of Iron mod, Fallout Equestria Remains, Stray, Half-Life 2, Night in the Woods, Deltarune, which comes out in 2 months, ooh, The Outer Worlds, Oblivion, Prototype, Evil Geniuses 2, A Short Hike, Cultist Simulator, Sunless Sea, Thief, Dark Shadow, Bully, Red Faction Gorilla, Art School, The Cat Lady, Destroy All Humans, Fallout Tactics, Far Cry, Oddworld, New and Tasty, Postal, Rage, Rain World, The Sexy Brutale, Spec Ops The Line, State of Decay, Styx, Master of Shadow, Sunset Overdrive, Tales of the Neon Sea, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. I know it's very hard to read, that one. For the ones that are on Steam, I just use their little, Steam card. If it's something that wasn't on Steam, I found the next best thing I could. Cave Story, Costume Quest, Darksiders, God's Trigger, Godlike Burger, Guacamelee, Hue, Invincible Adam Eve, Jotun, Lego Builder's Journey, Maneater, Marvel's Midnight Suns, Murder by Numbers, PC Building Simulator, Saints Row, the new one, Sheltered, Stick It to the Man, Tacoma, The Long Dark, Tomb Raider, Vampire, spelled with a Y, Windbound, Yooka-Laylee, Fallout New Vegas, the Frontiers mod, Fallout New Vegas, the New California mod, Bioshock Melee Only Run, Fallout New Vegas One Life Run, Nightmare Cart, Castlevania the Original, Ape Escape, Cyberpunk, Dreams, Sackboy's Big Adventure, Jedi Fallen Order, Weird West, WWE 2K24, Mouthwashing, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom One Life, Prey Neuromods, or Prey Typhon Powers Only Run, Planet Zoo, Baldur's Gate 3, and Genital Jousting. That's a lot. Whew. That's a lot that we got there. And now, one last thing to go into. All of these have no votes. No one has voted for these. All of these games here, 0 votes on any of them. So, you know, if any of these catch your attention, go and be the first person to vote for them. Now, if you look them up on the Discord, they will all say they have 1 vote. That is me putting it onto the voting poll to begin with. So we got Bring Back Track the Train Set Game, Noita, Medieval, Fallout New Vegas, Robco Certified, City Skylines 2, Return to Marble Blast Gold, Bring Back Portal Perpetual Testing, Cardboard Kings, Sims 3, Deponia, Terraformers, World of Horror, Railway Empire, Birthday of the Beginnings, Replay Fallout 2, Crusader Kings 2, War for the Overworld, Eldritch, Yume Nikki, Train Valley, Opus Magnum, Guts and Glory, Bridge Constructor, Gone in 60 Seconds, Skyhill, Chainsaw Warrior, Turmoil, My Lovely Daughter, When Ski Lifting Goes Wrong, Hidden Folks, Long Live the Queen, Lisa, Legend of Grimlock, Reign of Reflections, Set Free, Rain Dancer, Space Crew, 911 Operator, A Plague Tale of Innocence, Ancient Enemy, Atomo Chef, Bridge Constructor, The Walking Dead, Duskers, Earthlock, Enter the Gungeon, Fort Triumph, Gen Force 1 Mutagen, Gods Will Fall, Halcyon 6, The Pillars of the Earth, The Nuclear Throne, Shadowrun Returns, Solitarica, Cube Escape, the Rusty Lake series, excuse me, Darkseed, Rugrats Adventures in Gameland, Super Crazy Rhythm Castle, Bring Back Portal Bridge Constructor, Berserk, and the Band of the Hawk, Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Night, Endlings, Farming Simulator 2020, Generation Zero, Pankapu, Estria Six-Sided Oracle, Mini Thief, Behind the Frame, The Finest Scenery, Hades, Fallout New Vegas as a Lobotomite, Fallout New Vegas, Logan's Loophole, Fallout New Vegas as a West Coast Brotherhood of Steel member, Hitman, World of Assassination, One Life, Hitman, Guns A-Blazing, Hitman as a Slasher Villain, Scheming Through the Zombie Apocalypse, The Beginnings, Planet Coaster 2, Demonology, A Quiet Ride, Choo Choo Charles, Atomfall, and Locator. All of these games are on the poll with no one voting for them. Now with that out of the way, again, sorry for the sniffles with my cold, let's talk about the Ko-fi, and things worth talking about with the Ko-fi. Now, of course, accompanying this, every week there is also a Ko-fi supporter exclusive news update. This contains updates on all of the pre-existing polls that are going on the channel, such as the poll that will affect which characters appear in the Hero Infinite series, and, the poll to determine what I'll play after Hitman, and what fanfiction I should write, and what Heart of Action content you all want to see me make, because that's also a poll now. If you want to quickly get to these polls, join the Discord, go to the news tab, scroll up a little bit, you'll find links to all the votes. So now, let's talk about the Ko-fi supporter benefits. So, if you become a Ko-fi supporter, the biggest question you're gonna have... Oh, Jesus. Sorry, my computer doing a thing. The biggest question you're gonna have. Where is your money going? It's going to me and the channel. All of the money you are donating to me currently goes to helping me pay rent and, get to a more stable situation. As things stand right now, I have one job and I'm currently job hunting for a second job because I'm not earning enough to pay rent. And as soon as I get that second job, we will likely see a lot of the bonus series, a lot of the bonus series we have going on, things like, Minecraft and Dream Barbecue are both going away, just because I beat Dream Barbecue and Minecraft's going away, but the Zelda mapping projects might go away, and Grounded in Borderlands might have occasional pauses in their uploads, because I may not have enough time to record these things. with me getting a second job. So we'll see how that goes. But so at a very basic level, you're helping the channel to more consistently upload content. If we can hit $1,000, I will be able to, one, only have to have one job and not two, which will allow me to keep my current production value going, but also I might be able to take a little bit more time off of my first job. This is $1,000 monthly donations across all people, and for context, I have a little over 500 followers on YouTube. If everybody following me on YouTube joined and donated $2 a month, we'd be fine. I would be able to do that and, you know, live comfortably. Excuse me. Then on the next end, if we hit $2,000 a month in monthly donations, I will start an entire additional playthrough. So again, if we look at the calendar, I have the Ko-fi series right now, Hitman, going. I will start a second Ko-fi supporter series if we hit the $2,000 goal as a thank you to all of you. And I'll take whatever's in the lead on the vote and make it that. In addition, I will then, one, be able to live stably and leave both my jobs to upload full-time for all of you and make this my daily thing, hence why I'll start another playthrough. But I'll begin to be able to put more money into the channel rather than just towards staying alive. Which means I'll invest into trying to get a face cam, maybe a VTuber model, get a VR headset to do VR videos. I want to do more art projects, You Laugh, You Lose, and this would be able to facilitate the ease of the return of the Two Brothers series. Two Brothers, where me and my brother were playing games like Outer Wilds and Detroit Become Human, had to stop because he's now a father, and I now work more than I did when we started doing that, and those things combined, we just don't have the time to sit down and stream together. But if I'm able to do this full time, I can talk with him, we can figure out the days he has free, and on those days that he has free, we can record content together. And that'd be awesome. And then if we hit $3,000, this is the real crazy end. At that point, I will try to hire an editor for the channel, who, one, will be creating shorts out of the videos, two, will create single full Let's Play breakdowns, like movie style, the entirety of a playthrough broken down into a single video, and three, I may be able to start creating just better edited content in general. It'd be great. But let's get into a little bit more of what's in it for you as a supporter right now, outside of long-term goals. So anyone supporting me will get access to all of these weekly news updates, post-stream news updates, and the ability to vote on and make suggestions for, or the ability to vote on all polls. You don't even need to be a monthly donator. You can go throw a single dollar at me and vote on every single poll that is going on right now. All it takes is $1 to get you this benefit. But if you choose to become a monthly supporter for $1 a month, you will be able to make specific requests to have appear on the polls. So all of the options you see on the polls of what game I should play next are games that were suggested by my supporters, which is cool. You'll also get shoutouts in the weekly news updates like we did earlier, and when I get back to developing my game, you will get a credit in it. Then the next tier is the 1.5 supporter tier. This is for $5, so this one is $1 a month. This is $5 a month. This one I have, I created a little while ago to create an interstitiary between the base and double supporter tier. But if you join at this tier, you'll get a 5x5 pixel sprite, logo next to your name. You will get early access to my AO3 fanfictions that I'm writing, which all supporters in general, vote on what I'll write. You get extra content for Heart of Action as well. So things like character bios, enemy mechanics, weapon mechanics. As I develop things, they will be drip-fed out to you guys here at the 1.5 tier. If you join me at the double supporter tier for $10 a month, your sprite is upgraded from a 5x5 pixel to a 10x10 pixel, and you get to vote twice on all polls. as well as all previous benefits. Originally, these 2 tiers were 1 tier, but I decided to rip off a majority of the benefits and throw them to the $5 tier. You know, because I felt like I needed to make the $5 tier a little bit more worthwhile. So, you know, the jump from $1 up 4 and then up another 5 double supporters. So you can either treat, I called it double because it was double digits, but you can also treat it as double that of the 0.5 tier. It just gets you the extra vote in the bigger pixel art now because of how I pulled a lot of the benefits to a lower tier to get you more bang for your buck at the lower tier. Here, what you're really paying for is the extra vote and the higher influence on what games I play. Which, by the way, I hold these votes every single month. You can see the numbers next to those. This is a way older version of this screenshot. Or this is screenshotted from a couple months ago, I mean. But the number on the left is how many votes it has accumulated over the course of all of the months that it has been on the vote. So, like, things can accumulate votes and snowball. So the earlier you become a donor, the more influence you have on the future of the channel, because you can start, like, your votes will have more weight. You'll be able to throw your votes around a lot more. Then if you join as a triple supporter for $30 a month, you get everything previously stated. Your sprite becomes a 20 by 20 pixel, and we have some examples there. Sorry if some of those look fuzzy. For some reason, YouTube kept compressing the 20 by 20 sprites really bad. Or not YouTube, the project the thing I'm using to show this PowerPoint presentation did. But you also get the ability to, or you'll get a third vote on all polls, and the ability to create characters to appear in my tabletop campaigns of Shadow Space and Hero Infinite. Hero Infinite has, for those of you who have been watching know, is basically a big fan fiction. We're filling it full of characters from fiction that me and the players love. It's got Master Chief, it's got Samus Aran, it's got Space Ghost, it's got Miles Morales. It's a big, goofy superhero campaign, and if you join at this tier, you can directly request characters for me to put in. And in addition, you could try and create characters for Shadow Space. This isn't you, like, joining the campaign. It is you creating a character who will exist in setting, and you will be able to influence the series a little bit by putting these characters in that the players will interact with, and I'll work with you the details of how this character should be handled if and when they're added in. And then the last thing I want to go over, the joke support rewards. These are 2 tiers that I don't actually expect anybody to ever do, but I figured why not. It's kind of a homage to one of my favorite YouTubers, Overanalyzing Avatar, who created a don't tier. Excuse me. He created a don't tier of, like, you know, something you didn't expect people to do, and then they did, and he made, like, a higher tier, but, like, I don't expect people to do these, but if you were interested, solid gold tier. If you donate at this tier, 1, I'll cry. 2, you'll get all the previous benefits. Your sprite will become a 40 by 40 sprite. And by the way, if you're a monthly supporter, every month you're allowed to request a new sprite art, and I will give you the old ones you got to do whatever you want with if you want them. If you just ask me for them. But, you'll get 4 votes on every single poll. You will get access to gold supporter exclusive votes. Currently, none of them exist on the Ko-fi because I don't have gold tier supporter votes. But when I do get one, the first gold tier supporter will get to ask for a game, and boom, I'll begin a playthrough of that game. After that, I will hold a poll that only gold supporters can vote on, and they can also vote on all previous polls. By the way, they only get 4 votes on the regular polls, and they get 1 vote on the gold supporter poll. Make sense? But also people at this tier will be able to play games with me. I will reach out to you, we'll play rounds of Lethal Company, we'll play Minecraft, we'll play, I don't know, fucking Fortnite. I've never played Fortnite, but we will work out a game to play together, and I will try and hold special gold supporter gaming nights where gold supporters can join me in a game. Excuse me, you know, so long. Sorry, I keep coughing. Bad cold. Words. Yeah, well, like, I will begin arranging game nights where, like, gold supporters can play games with me if we get people at this. And then there's the don't tier. the $1,000 tier. Don't do this. Unless you're exorbitantly wealthy, don't do this. But if you do, I'll cry. I'll cry tears of joy. You get all the previous benefits, getting to partake in the gold supporter votes as well. Your sprite will get upgraded to be an 80 by 80 pixel sprite. You'll be able to make 5 votes on all the base tier polls and 2 votes on all of the gold supporter polls. And every single don't supporter can just name a game, and I will play that game. No questions asked. It'll be played. I don't care if you're asking me to play a fucking porn game. I'll play it. I'll play a Harry Potter game, something I would normally never do because fuck J.K. Rowling. 2 series I will never play on this channel unless a don't tier supporter asks me to are Five Nights at Freddy's games and Harry Potter games. So the only way to get me to play those is to pay me $1,000 because I'm a whore. But yeah, these are all tiers. I don't really expect anybody to join at, but they're there in case people wanted to, basically. And now again, working backwards, triple supporter, you get bigger sprites, influence on the series, 3 votes. Double supporters get 2 votes, bigger sprite. 1.5 get access to the sprites, ability, and all my creative works. 1 supporter, you get 2 influence votes, and you know everything gets the weekly shoutouts. And you get, this is what you get with the tier you go to get mentioned in the credits of my game when I eventually make it. Generically donating just gets you access to view the news updates and to partake in votes. Long-term goals currently just make my life more stable. That's the benefits of supporting me on the Ko-fi. Whew, that was a lot. But yeah, I hope you've all appreciated this weekly news update and this Ko-fi update and how thorough it was. And again, if you're watching this as the Ko-fi trailer or even on the YouTube and you're a Ko-fi supporter, head on over to the Ko-fi right now to see a more detailed news announcement. And actually something on that vein, the Discord vote. The results I just showed you were actually from about a week ago when I set them up on the poll, and there'll be a more up-to-date version of it showing what little changes may have occurred exclusive to the Ko-fi supporters. So the Ko-fi supporters will always get a more detailed breakdown of how the Discord vote went, or a more recent breakdown, and then I use the results of the one I make for the Ko-fi supporters to make this one. I say about within the last week is what those details are from, because like, I record these usually a couple of days before they go up, while the Ko-fi posts I make on the day they go up. So the Ko-fi posts always contain the freshest information. So that's another benefit, is you're paying for slightly more detailed Discord vote tallies, which everybody can go and do that anyway if they want, but you'd have to scroll through and tally everything up yourself. It is honestly something that takes me forever to do, but I just enjoy doing it because it helps me gauge the interests of my viewer base. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for the YouTube channel, for the Ko-fi, for Twitch, anything, they're always welcome down below. If there's a game you would want to see me play, comment it down below. All suggested games make their way to the Discord to be voted on. And if you want to support me on Ko-fi for a $1 a month, you can request things for the Ko-fi slot. Which of course will increase the likelihood that the game you want me to play will be played, because it's a smaller voting pool. It's a lot easier to get your thing picked. Because you're not competing with, like, 100 games. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. I appreciate y'all watching this. Love you all very, very much, and ta-ta for now.